Hey people, in this lecture we are going to learn about nested components. So you already seen local components and global component, and now it's time for nested component. So what is nested components? Nested components have parent-child communication. Your one component contains another component which called as child component. Just like in app.view, it is a component and it contains a demo component which can be called as child component. And to start it from the start, we will create new component in our components folder. And one more thing, I added this new editor.config file for editor configuration. This is not necessary, this is just for me to keep things consistent. So in components folder I will create new file. So I am going to create a parent component which will be called as email. So I will demonstrate an email module and its parent and child component. So this is a parent component. Okay, and now in our app, instead of rendering this logo and this demo, I will import email component and register it here. And up here I will render it. So we are getting email app and this is parent component. Now an email app can have multiple parts like its filter, its emails, its search bar and other stuff. So keeping the code of all that modules in this single file makes it difficult to manage our app and also our code. So what we can do, we can divide that whole code in parts which can be called as components, and later this can be called as nested components or child components. So in here I will have sidebar, let's say, then my search on top, and then my emails like this, and these three can be a components. So first of all, let's just forget about sidebar, because for that we have to also count the layout, but for demonstration I am just going to show you what is nested components. So I will have two components, search and emails. So first of all, let's create that too. Search.view, and it will contain an input. Type will be text, name will be search, which is optional if you want to. Then the model equals to search, and in our script tag export default data, which will be function because we are building component. Then search, which will be empty string initially. So this is simple search component. Now let's save it, and in email.view I will create script tag, then export default, then components, and in here I will register that component, but first I have to import it. So import search from search.view, and let's register here. And now let's save, and in a browser, okay, template should only contain one node element. Okay, this is email app and this is search. Now let's go over parent-child relationship. So first of all, this is our main component which can be called as parent. Then it have a child component email. Okay, and this is a child component, but child component can also contains another child component, so it can be a parent component. right? Now, in emails, when we'll create a real world application in email can also have submodules. So this email component can also be parent component which have its own child components. So this relation between parent and child is called as nested components. So thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, support, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.